Visual effects push the boundaries of what we see on screen.
Their work makes the impossible seem possible.
With breathtaking ambition, they create magic that wraps its arms around our wildest imagination.
Well, the press tour for the Snow White has started. It started last night at the Oscars. They came out to the Snow White music.
Yeah, they did Someday My Prince Will Come.
That's right.
And they're like, hey, look, we promise we're best friends. There's no problems between us. We love each other so much, and we can't wait to put this movie out there. Even though Rachel Zegler has consistently been posting edited posters of Snow White without Gal Gadot in it on her Instagram.
Disney aimed to create magic at D23 with its latest trailer, but instead, it completely backfired. Fans are outraged, and the internet is flooded with complaints. With all of Disney's experience, you'd think they'd know how to deliver a hit, but this one is turning into a marketing disaster. Viewers are calling the trailer lifeless, uninspired, and a complete insult to the original classic. And just when you thought things couldn't get worse, boom, Gal Gadot has had enough. She's calling out Disney for cutting her singing parts from both the trailer and the final film. Imagine putting in all that effort only to have it erased without warning or explanation. That's got to sting now. Fans are questioning what else is Disney hiding. Reports are even surfacing that test screening audiences walked out because it was that bad.
Appears to be very jealous of Gal Gadot, which, can you blame her? I would be too. But the difference here is that she seemingly has lashed out regarding what everybody sees, the elephant in the room of, maybe this is odd casting, that Gal Gadot, one of the most beautiful women in the world, is casted as the evil queen who is jealous of Snow White's beauty when she's prettier.
It only happened a couple times in my career, and it's because, there's some jealous person that doesn't want to actually, it's just like something else is going on. You always look at your co-host. You don't get up and hand out an award like this without maybe sort of looking over, and you kind of cheat it because they're both there on stage together, so you don't fully look over because then the audience can't see you, but there's a way of sort of cheating it and looking pleasantly and having a nice little smile. But these two women,
the CGI dwarfs, a total disaster. Fans are furious, and Disney's top executives are scrambling to fix this sinking ship. Some sources even suggest they might scrap the whole thing. That's right, this could go down as one of Disney's worst projects in years. So, what went wrong? And why is Gal Gadot speaking out? Can Disney recover from this mess? The highly anticipated Snow White, 2025, trailer debuted at D23 and it bombed hard. Fans were not impressed, and social media is tearing it apart. Everywhere you look, people are calling it uninspired, dull, and a massive letdown. With all of Disney's resources and talent, you'd expect them to get it right. But instead, audiences are giving it a resounding thumbs down. And now, Gal Gadot, the evil queen herself, is speaking out. She's openly calling out Disney for cutting her singing parts from both the trailer and the final film. Imagine pouring your heart into something, feeling proud of your work, only to have it erased without warning. That's a feeling many can relate to, being undervalued and ignored, but that's not all. Disney's entire marketing campaign for Snow White, 2025, is in shambles. Fans are calling it one of the worst promotional efforts for a live-action remake. Every decision Disney makes seems to push people further away. At this point, the real question is, has Disney lost its magic?
Also playing a hero, but what was it like playing a villain in this movie?
It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. First of all, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to play the first iconic villain ever. The appreciation and the respect that we get from our incredible audience. So yes, I'm very, very lucky, grateful, and privileged for all this love.
Hello, pretty girl. Nice to meet you. So do you. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to D23.
Thank you.
We're not quite done. with the D23 surprises. You're all going to be the very first audience to see our brand new teaser trailer for Snow White before it goes out into the world. So please enjoy and have a great D23.
Instead of casting real actors with dwarfism, Disney chose to use CGI for the dwarfs. Yeah, you heard that right. And unsurprisingly, it has sparked yet another wave of backlash. Viewers and critics alike are calling Disney out for not giving real people the chance to shine on the big screen. Wasn't Hollywood supposed to be moving forward when it comes to representation? What happened to keeping things real and respectful? Seriously, Disney, it's 2025, not the Dark Ages. This decision has left fans disappointed and only adds to the growing list of marketing missteps. Gal Gadot, director Mark Webb, and even Disney's top boss, Bob Iger, are reportedly clashing over how the movie is being handled. Apparently, there were promises made about what would be shown in the trailers, but guess what? Disney didn't deliver. It's like being promised a big work bonus, only to be told, oh, sorry, never mind. Frustrating, right? And if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear about the test screenings. They were a disaster. Audiences just weren't feeling it, and some of Gadot's scenes were so underwhelming that people actually walked out. Imagine hyping yourself up for a big movie night, sitting down with high expectations, only to want to leave halfway through. At this point, Disney needs to figure things out fast. Because if this continues, Snow White, 2025, might just be one of their biggest flops ever.
And now, because Peter Dinklage said what he said last year, now it's taken away. And it's taken away because of quote-unquote progression and all that. And it's not right.
After all the backlash and disastrous test screenings, Disney is now scaling back Gal Gadot's presence in the film. That's right, word is, she'll be almost invisible in the next trailer. It's a major shift, and honestly, it feels like they're trying to hide something. When things don't go as planned, Disney's fix seems to be sweeping the problems under the rug instead of addressing them head-on. And it's not just Gadot. Rachel Zegler, the actress stepping into the iconic role of Snow White, reportedly has her own frustrations with how Disney is handling the movie. If she starts pulling back from promoting it, that's another massive red flag. It's like being so unhappy at a new job that you start skipping meetings. You just know things aren't looking good. Bob Iger and Disney's top executives are in full crisis mode. Emergency meetings, last-minute strategy shifts every day. There's a new fire to put out, and nobody has enough water. Let's be real, panic is not a good look, especially for one of the biggest entertainment giants in the world. And here's the craziest part. There are whispers that Disney might pull the plug on Snow White altogether. Yeah, you heard that right. Some insiders believe the studio could scrap the film entirely, just like other failed projects that never made it past the chopping block. Honestly, it might be their best option. Sometimes, you have to know when to fold. But will Disney really do it? Or will they double down and risk an even bigger disaster?
1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years. When I was just
It's just the weirdest thing, but it always happens to me, and I always have to just pretend that I don't always spend my time here. I swear to God.
Is that your favorite ride? I mean, that's a weird thing that you are Snow White now.
I mean,
Wow.
it's one of the original. I'm a really big Disney fan. I grew up at the Disney parks. My parents took me every summer.
you did?
Yeah, so it's part of my upbringing.
A bold move, but at this point, maybe it's for the best. Why keep pushing something that's clearly falling apart? Alright, folks, that's a wrap on the Snow White 2025 meltdown. From the brutal backlash over the trailer to behind-the-scenes drama, Gal Gadot's reduced role, Rachel Zegler's frustrations, and Disney's executives scrambling in emergency meetings, this is shaping up to be one of Disney's biggest crises in years. And now, the question remains, can they still salvage this? Or is Snow White 2025 already doomed?